First of all, I will share the like, can we install Gazebo in ROS 1? So like Gazebo is installed separately, but maybe you can like integrate it with ROS 1. Yeah, maybe you can. So guys, is the screen visible? Just put a thumbs up in chat box. Okay, so let's begin the session. So like we are going to talk about gazebo simulation today. So like I'm going to talk about all the basics of the gazebo simulation. So gazebo is an open source 3D simulator which has the ability to accurately simulate populations of robot in complex environments. So like you can build a robot in model editor, which I will be talking about in some time, and then like build those environments also in the building editor, which is also will also be covered in the tutorial. And then like you can test with all the original like physics simulation and all. So like you can test the things in complex environments. So like as I said, this is achieved with the help of physics engines. The default engine in Gazebo is ODE, so Open Dynamic Engine. And there are a suite of sensors and an interface for both users and programs which can be used. So like typical uses of Gazebo. So like we use Gazebo to test robotic algorithms and design robots and perform regression testing with realistic scenarios. So like Gazebo provides almost like realistic situations. So you can like most probably believe in those like accurately believe in those simulations. It will be happening in real life, the same thing. So like the features of Gazebo, so there are multiple physics engines, a rich library of robot models and environments, a wide variety of sensors, and convenient programmatic and graphical interfaces. So we'll be understanding the GUI through directly through the like software. So if you are opening the software you can open the software directly through the app or like app symbol, or like you can go to terminal and then just type gazebo. Okay, like so I have opened it already. So like you can just type gazebo in the terminal, and then like you can start using it. So this is the main page of Gazebo, and you can actually stop the simulation here by using the pause button. So like we have actually total of three main parts, three main sections in Gazebo. So namely the scene, the panel, and the toolbar. So actually, I will be showing the this thing. So this is the scene, the middle part, and the upper the strip is called the like toolbar, and we have two panels in both sides. This is the left panel, which has three tabs: the world tab, the insert tab, and the tab. And then in the right panel, we have the descriptions about the joints. Since the scene is empty, so we don't have anything like in the joint section and the layers section and all. So like let's see more about it. So the scene, it's the main part of the simulator. This is where the simulated objects and are animated and you can interact with the environment. Okay. So the panel it has all the information and the ways to interact with the scene. So the left panel consists of three tabs, just as I said, the world tab, the insert tab, and the layers tab. And the right panel, it shows mainly info about the joints. And the toolbar, so we have actually two toolbars, the upper toolbar and the bottom toolbar. So the upper toolbar consists mainly of models and adding shapes and all, and the bottom toolbar displays information about simulation. Okay, so like here in the upper toolbar, here we have selection. This is the selection button, and this is the move button. So like I will be showing you with and this is the this is the way you add an object to the scene. So you just click on it, left click on the object, and then it will appear in this, and then just where you have to put it, just again left click on it. Okay. So like this is the way you add some objects. So like let me just add another object. So like this is the cylinder, and then you just click on it. And if you want to delete it, just click on it, and then like just press the delete button, and it will get deleted. And like this is the sphere, and this is the cube. So you can just select, this is the selection button. Yeah, you can just select, and once you selected the object, you can just translate it with using this this translational mode. So like you can click on it and then like drag it in this axis or like in this axis. So basically this the XYZ axis is displayed using the RBG color. Okay. So this is the Z axis using the blue color, and this is the X axis using the red color, and this is the Y axis using the green color. Okay. So you can just translate it, and then you can also translate it in all three directions using directly clicking on the object anywhere. And then like you can rotate it in all the three rotational axes also. Like there's one rotational axis, there's one, and there's one rotational axis. And then you can scale it also. This the third option is the scaling option. So you can scale it in x-axis, z-axis, x-axis, y-axis, all those three axes. So this is the undo button. This is the three buttons using which you can translate, rotate, and then scale it. And this is the undo button with which you can undo it, and you can see all the history of it. And then like you can redo it also, everything. And this is the all the three buttons with which you can add like the main primitives like structures, the cube, the sphere, and the cylinder. And then like this is the point, this is the lighting system. So like this is the point light, so with which like you can add this anywhere, like the simulation if you need. And this is another kind of light. So and this is the directional light with which like you can add it anywhere if you need. So like I am doing it. And then like this is the alignment tool, like with which like you can align it anywhere. These snap tools and alignment tools are used simultaneously. And then this is the way with which like you can view it anywhere. So like view from this side, this is a home view. So like this is a home view. You can also change the home view button, like I will be talking about it later. And you can view it from anywhere. Okay. So like this is the bottom view, and this is the top view, this is the side views and all. Okay, so this is the toolbar, upper toolbar, and like in the lower toolbar you have like stop and start button. So this you start the simulation and stop the simulation. And then like you can proceed ahead, step the world, like etc. And this is the real time factor. So like if you start the simulation, it will be showing one. You can control this to 10 and all, like uh, how much times you need the simulation to be faster as compared to the real world. And then there's the simulation time, there's the real time, and there's the number of iteration, and then there's the frames per second. Okay, so this is the bottom toolbar. This will be not much needed in this tutorial. So this is the world tab. This is the panel, two panels, and this is the world tab. So if you have any doubt, you can just ask in the chat box. Okay? So Am I audible, guys? Like, I think I just reconnected. Just put a yes in the chat box. Oh, thank you. So, you can change the position of the camera. So like this is the X position, this is the Y position. So let me change this to home. So you can change the position like using you can just click the okay. So you can like point one and then like click enter and it will go. So like you can just change the position of the camera using these two position this button. And this is the grid. So actually already you have like ground plane and all. Like the scene already comes with a ground plane. This is the model tab. And then you can select the grid. In the grid you can select the cell size and the cell like the cell size and all, and then you have the scene. So this is the ambient background and all. You can RBG colors, you can select whatever you want. And then there's the spherical coordinates. There's the latitude, longitude, and elevation. Most probably you won't need all these and all. There's the physics, like there's the physics engine, like the ODE engine you have. You can select other engines also. So like this atmosphere and this is the wind. You can control the wind speed using these X, Y, Z and all. And these are the models which you have like inserted in this. So this is a ground plane. Ground plane is obviously there already. And this is a unit sphere and unit box and all is there. Like we inserted here. And then like these are the lights which we have inserted. The sun, laser point, and spotlight, and the directional light. These three lights which we inserted. So these are the this thing. So if you want to delete it, you can just delete these just by right clicking it. So like you can just right click it and just delete it. So I am gonna remove all these things. So this is the world tab, and then like this is the insert tab. So with this insert tab, you can insert like any model you need. So this is the perimeter models which I talked about, like the sphere, the cube, and the cylinder. And you can add like more models. So there are some built-in models also, like in the gazebo models.gazebosim dot that thing that website .org. Like in that you have built-in models also. Like this the whole library of models. You can add like already uh, made models through this. And then like you have this is my directory where like I have made some models and like I have put in here. So you can put that models also. Insert those models, and then like we have layers tab. So layers tab is for like visibility purposes, and this mostly controlled using like code and all, uh, so that like you can have different layers uh, of the model. So this is it, and like here we have joints. uh, I will be discussing about more about joints in the model editor. Okay, so this is about the GUI and all. So like then we have the model editor. So like the model editor and the building editor, which I will be talking about later, will be the like main parts of the gazebo, with which you can like edit the models and create different models and like use it in the world. Okay, so um, so I'll be opening the model editor, and this is how you open the model editor. You go to the edit button and just open the model editor using by clicking directly clicking here, or you can just like click Control M and you have the model editor here. So this is a model editor. I'll be changing the perspective to home. So this is the again this there are like different parts of it. I'll be coming to it like yeah. So there are four main parts of it, like the toolbar, the palette bar, and inside the palette you have the insert tab and the model tab. So again, the toolbar consists tools for editing the model. The palette, also known as the left panel, has tabs for editing the model. So here inside the palette only you have like in the insert tab and the model tab. So the insert tab have tools for adding links and nested models. Like you can add models in it also. So model tab allows editing model properties and the contents. So here it is. So like you can insert like simple shapes, like you just click on it in the as the same way you did it in the like main scene wala part. So like you just click on the shape and where you have want to place it, you just place at that position. And in the as the same way, like you just click on it and you have the translational bar and then like the rotational bar and the scaling part and then the same thing, but you have like extra part like joint in this joint create joint in this point in here. So like we will be discussing about this like later when we create the a model. So we will be creating some models. So this is the model database. So, so this is a model database. Like you can add like inbuilt models also. So we'll be using some of these depth camera model and all in this tutorial. Like while we're building the some like while building a basic model. So this is the model database, and these are the simple shapes, and these are the custom shapes which you can add. So we'll be exploring about this like feature in a bit. So this is the import link which you can add like the custom shape. So and this is the model. You can add model plugins which and you can see the links and all, like which all links and all are there. So I will be discussing about these later in the tutorial. So let's build some like basic model. So we'll be creating a simple robot that will follow a person on an object. Okay, so here are the main steps that will be following throughout the tutorial while creating a model. So like we'll be making the body of the vehicle with the chassis and the front wheel and the caster wheel. These are the three steps inside this step only. And then like we'll be adding the sensor and then like adding a plugin and then at last we will be testing the vehicle. So so let's begin with the like this thing. So like I'll be deleting this cylinder. So like just click on the box and then like I'll be adding the box in here. So the first step, let's just I have some like already calculated things for this. So just click on it, and then like just you can just like rotate it here and then like just rotate it here and then like we want to scale it in this so that like it goes to 2 meters something like that. So you have this 2 meters. Like I'll be just moving it. Like the 2 meters you can like just see it using like cells and all. Like we have two cells of it. Two cells means like this cell and this cell. Like these two cells will be like almost 2 meters. So 2 meters of length, and then like you can just uh, like make it small a little bit, and then like expand here a little bit. Yeah, I think it's perfect. So like you can, if you want to see, you can see it from above. So so I'll be like making it to the origin. Yeah, perfect. So like this almost 2 meters, and then like going to home. So, but I want like since this is a chassis, like there will be some depth so that I can insert the wheels in it. So you can right click on it and then like open the link inspector, or like you can double click on it and open the link inspector. So this is a link inspector. So with this, actually link inspector, we call this as link inspector because like every part of the model is called a link. So this is a link, and if I add some like other shapes, it will also be called as a link. So we are inspecting this link. So here we have like different options in it, like self collide, gravity, like it will be responding to gravity, kinematics, density. Like we won't be like dealing with density and all, and this is the inertia and all, like inertial mass, etc. So most probably we will be dealing with this pose. Like the pose will be like the Z pose will be like around 0.4 meters, like so that like we have the perfect depth. So like after doing this, just like click on the outside, and then you can click on the OK button. Like uh, just first click on the outside and then like click on the OK button. So like you can just see it from the sideways. You have like 0.4 um, meters of depth. Most probably you will be able to see it. So like you can see it. It has 0.4 meters of depth. Okay. So yeah, I'll be just moving it up just a little bit. Okay. So this is it, and then like you need to insert wheels and all. Yes. Like let me check the depth is right or not. Okay. So next up, like we have wheels and all. So we'll be inserting wheels using the cylinder option. So like you can insert a cylinder in here. So just click on it, and then like the wheel should be rotating obviously like in the other side of it. So you can't use this to rotate in here. So you have to roll 90-degree. So again, like just open the link inspector, and then like we'll be going to pose, and then like uh, so putting this roll to 90 degrees. So here it is radian. So like I will be putting like 1.57. So to be accurate, it will be 1.57070. So that's it. So it has rolled by 90 degrees. Okay. So then like I need some like to change the geometry because the what do you call the radius and the length and all is like too high. So like I'll be changing the geometry in the visual and the collision. So like there are two tabs in which like you will be doing the same thing. So in the visual tab and the collision tab. So why do you need to do the same thing twice? So in the visual tab you will be changing the only the visual part of it, like the way you see it. Okay. And then the collision tab, it is like mostly uh, related to the what do you call the RBD part of it. Like most probably you have like learned RBD part of it, the rotational and dynamics of it, right? So in the visual tab, like you will be going to the geometry. In the visual tab, you have the visual drop down box in which like you will be again like going to the geometry of it, and here it's the cylinder, and you will be choosing the radius to 0.3, right? So you will be choosing the radius to 0.3, and then like the length to 0.25. Right? So and then like so you can see a main part of it inside the like transparent part of it. So you have to change it in the collision part, so that like collision part also, so that like it appears it is in the whole. So 0.3 radius, and then like 0.25. So this is it. So like click OK. Just a minute, guys. Like I need some. Sorry, guys. Like I had a call in between. So like, are you following? Like, are you in the same page? Like, you have to create a wheel. If you have any doubts, like you can post in the chat box. Like, just put a yes if you are following. Like we had just created a like a chassis for the vehicle, and then like we have created a wheel for the vehicles with proper dimensions. Yeah, I'll be sending the attendance link one. So okay, like I'll be sending the attendance link. Just so like I'll be giving you 5 minutes to fill the attendance form. So you can So I hope like everyone has filled the attendance form. Uh, I'll be sharing the screen again. So guys, is the screen visible? Does it have a snap to grid feature to align with the grid? Yeah, like we have the snap to grid feature, like to align with the grid. But like I won't be talking about like in too detail. Like I told about like it in the snap tool we have in the toolbar. Guys, if you are able to see the screen, like just put a yes in the chat box. Okay, thank you. So like this is it means like we have created chassis for the vehicle and then like a wheel for it, and then like we can copy it, like we will be having two wheels for it and a caster wheel, like so that like we can move in like most probably all the directions. um so like we just copy it and then like paste it, just right click copy and then paste. So like this we can click on it like where we want to paste it. So this is it. So like I'll be aligning it. So translational mode and then just right here. So now we'll be like creating joints to that. So like to ensure that these two are joint in nature, like these are separate, right? Means like the chassis and the two wheels are separate now are separated. So like to join them, like we can have we have to create like joints so that like we can join them. So how to create joints? So just click on it. Just click on the toolbar button to create joins, which I talked about during the toolbar explain while to explaining toolbar. So just like click on the join types. So you have Revolute as a join type, and then like link selections. So you have a parent link and a child link. So in the parent link, so it is the main part to which the child will be connected, right? So the parent will be a chassis. So just click on the chassis, and then like you will be seeing orange like line in here. So just click on the child is our wheel. So just click on it. So you have a link between parent and the child. So and there is another option called joint axis. So joint axis will be, now the joint axis is x-axis. So if you are able to see, there is a small yellow wheel here. So it will be representing a joint axis. So joint axis should not be a like should not be our what do you call like x-axis. The red axis is x-axis, so it should not be our joint axis because it won't be rotating along the x-axis. It will be rotating about the blue axis, right? So it will be rotating about like the blue axis, so it should be our joint axis. So the joint axis I will be changing about like z-axis. So this is a joint axis, and then like I'll be coming to the align links. We'll be aligning the links also. So I'll be just clicking on the create button. So what all we changed? So the joint types, it will be revolute, so because it will be revolving around the axis. And then like the link selections, so we selected the parent as the chassis and the child as the wheel, and then the joint axis will be our z axis. So and then like just click on the create button and do the same for the next wheel also. So we have the parent as this chassis, and then like child as the wheel, and then the joint axis will be our z axis, and then I'll be coming to the align links also because the wheel won't be here, right? Wheel will be attached to this, so I'll be coming to that also. So just click on create button. So now I'll be aligning the this thing. So aligning means something like just wait a minute. So I'll be like changing the view to the top view so that like we can properly view the things. So this is it. So we will be uh, I'll be opening the link. So this is a joint link 2 and I'll be opening the link inspector. So how do you open it? So open joint inspector. So just click on it, right click on it and then open joint inspector. So this is the joint inspector. Just a minute, guys. Uh, okay. So like we have to align this, so we can directly align it using this also. So we'll be aligning it. Okay, I'll be coming to that point like afterwards. Like we'll be first focusing on like caster wheel. So like to insert caster wheel, you can just like pull out a shape. So you have to pull out a sphere shape. So now just click on it, and then like I'll be changing the radius of it. So like the radius of the caster wheel should be something like 0.2 meters. So like in the visual, you have to change it to 0.2, and and in the collision also you will be changing it to 0.2. Yeah. So like it's done. So this like 0.2 meters will be our radius, and then like we'll be creating again a joint. So this will be a ball joint, right? So this will be a ball joint, since like this will be rotating all around. So this will be a ball joint, and I'll be connecting it from here to, so you can see the color change, like it has changed to a purple color and to this, right? So since there is no joint axis because it will be rotating all around, so you have no joint axis. And so align axis, like I'll be aligning it along the x center, means because like the it will be like it will be here in this position. So I'll be aligning it to the x axis center. So x center is this, right? And then like actually I need a top view, right? So let's put this also in the center, and maybe this in the minimum position, right? So this is it. So x should be like, so it depends on like how you have created, how you have aligned the chassis actually. So it will depend on it. So you have to check where it is. So it will be just opposite to these two wheels, right? These two front wheels. It will be just opposite to it. So you have to make sure like you create it properly. So you just click on the create button. So this joint 2, right? Maybe I'll be deleting it and like once again. Just a minute, guys. Like I think the computer has hanged. So sorry guys, like my gazebo just shut down, so like I couldn't like retrieve the data like I just did. So just a minute. So this we have come again, like this is the model editor. So I'll be just like quickly doing it again. So this is it, like we reached this position. So like I'll be creating joints again, so that like we can replicate it. So for the wheels, front wheels, I'll be using like Revolute only, and then like click on parent, and then just choose the child option again, and then like the joint axis will be Z axis as Z, and then just click on the top view, and you will be aligning it. Uh, so Z will be something like this. So this one option, like you can actually reverse it. So if you don't click reverse, it will be on the Y minimum, right? It will be, these coordinates are actually relative to the parent. So like the front wheel is moving relative to the parent, and it will be moving to the Y minimum coordinate of the parent. So since I have clicked Y align minimum, and if I reverse it, so it will be in the outside part of it. Okay. So just it is a perfect position where we have to place it. So then just click on create button, and then just click on this. So link, you will be linking this to this, and then like X, and then Y, and then just click on reverse. So it will be on the outside part of it. And then just we had to change the joint axis to Z axis, and then that's it. So just click on it. And then at last you have to create another joint, which will be a ball joint, ball type joint, and then just click on this to this, and then it will be Y center, and then X minimum most probably. Yeah. So just create, right? So this the main structure of it. Now, if you see the side view of it, you can see that like these portions or the wheels are not touching the ground. So for that, we'll be opening the link inspector. So we'll be opening the link inspector. So this link one. So open link inspector. So we have opened the link inspector, and this is a collision tab. So in this, you change the Z to 0.3, which is actually the radius of the wheel. Means like the radius of the front wheel that we set to 0.3 will be our Z coordinate, right? So this this goes to 0.3. Now you can see that it touches the ground, and just click OK. And then for this also, you can open the link inspector and then set this to 0.3. Just click outside. You can see that is also touching the ground. And then at last for the ball joint, you can click here and set it as the radius of the caster wheel, which is actually 0.2. Now you can see that is also touching. So this is it. So we have actually designed the body of the mainly body of the vehicle that will be automated. So, but actually, it won't be going like anywhere, or like it won't be doing anything, right? So for that, like we'll be adding some model databases. So we'll be adding a depth camera to it so that like it captures the depth of it. So here I have, so you can actually find these depth camera in the models.gazebo.org, like the link I said about it. So this the link. So this is a depth camera. So you can just click on it and just trace here, and you can see the small white part of it, which is coming. So just click on it, and then I'll be zooming a little bit, and I will be needing the front view. Where is the back view? Right. So here it is. So you have to make this just above the just between the two wheels, right? So I'm going to take a top view, or where is it? So like I'll be placing here, and with the side view, okay, so it is like two below, so I'll be like placing somewhat here, right? So now I'll be creating a joint. uh, This will be actually a fixed joint because the depth camera won't be moving. It will actually act as a sensor, which will like give us the information about the depth of the what do you call, depth of the object, or like the distance between the object and the like the wheel and all. So like it will be a fixed joint type, and then the parent will be the chassis only, and then the child will be the sensor, and then that's it. So you don't have to do anything else. So just create it. So here it is. Like we have almost completed the creation of the main vehicle, automated vehicle. But this isn't going to do anything in the simulation world, right? This is only going to sit and like give us the depth information and all. So we need to add a plugin. So what is the plugin? Plugin is a like a chunk of code like which will be compiled during the simulation, and it will be like helping us to uh, automate the whole process, right? It will be like compiling the getting the distance and like all that information from the sensors, and like help us to compile and run the whole simulation. So we'll be adding a plugin. So how do we add a plugin? So this is the already created plugin. You can also create plugins using code. So we'll be inserting an already created plugin. So how do we insert that? So in the model, go to model plugins and then just click on add. So you'll be adding the plugin name and all. So plugin name will be follower, and the plugin that will be used will be lib follower plugin. Lib follower plugin dot s4. So you don't have to put any inner XML or no. So just click on OK. and you can see that the follower plugin has been added here, and this is it. You have completed the like creation of the automated vehicle. Now you can actually test it. So you have to go to file and then save as, then like keep saving it as like my first car, and then like you can exit it, right? Right. I'll be actually inserting a already created model. Okay, let it. So like if I put a box inside it, like if I put a box ahead of it, like it will be moving towards it, right? So actually it is moving diagonally as we see, but it is not moving diagonally from the top view. That is it. So if I place this box, translate this box to somewhere else, it will be moving to that position, right? So it will be moving here, and then like once it reaches that position, it will gonna stop, right? So this is it. This way you create a a model, and then you can test it here in the simulator. So this is all about the model editor that was I was gonna talk about. Um, then, so do you have any doubts regarding it? Like, are you following? Put a yes, or like if you have any doubt, like you can just put it in the chat box. Okay, like I'm assuming that you don't have any doubts now. So this is about model editor. Then we have building editor. So building editor, I will be before that I will be talking about converting 2D images to 3D images. So like I have a 2D image. So the 2D image is this only. So this is a 2D image, and if I want to insert this 2D image as a 3D image in the model editor, I can do that also, right? So you can again go in the model editor. So like I'll be removing these. Okay, first just let me remove these. Right, then I'll be going to model editor. So you can actually insert 2D images also with the using the custom shape. So you can browse the custom this thing. So I have already made a 2D image using Inkscape. So Inkscape is a app with which you can actually make SVG files, with which you can make 2D images and save it as SVG files. Actually, it accepts SVG files only as 2D images. Like you can go here and like add, and then before browsing, you can read the instructions also. So for inserting a 3D images, you need a .dae file or .stl or .ovg, which you have made from modeling tools such as like Blender, Maya, or SolidWorks. So in SolidWorks, like in Aero Club, we will be using SolidWorks much more. And then like in 2D image, it accepts only .svg file to convert it into 3D images, right? So I have a 2D image. So once you click the import button, you will be seeing this extrude link. In this extrude link, you can actually click the thickness, which I'm going to click like 0.25 meters. and then like it will be making this resolution and all, and then that's it. Okay, and then I'll be inserting it. So you can see this small thing. I'm going to expand it. So this is it, like the 2D image got converted into the 3D images. So actually there are different what do you call, different points that has to be remembered before like making the 2D image, which you have to convert it into 3D images. A stick figure or two circles that touch each other would not result in a valid gazebo models, right? So like you should have a complete closed figure so that like it gets converted into um, a proper 3D image, right? So that is the main point. So now I'll be going to the building editor. So let's delete this and then just exit, right? So now I'll be talking about something about like building editor and all. So building editor, so how do you go to building editor? So just click on edit and just go to the building editor. So so the GUI about it, there are three main parts of it: the palette, the 2D view, and the 3D view. So I'll be showing the palette. This is the palette. So the left part of it is a palette, and the right in the right you have the 2D view, and below you have the 3D view. So you will be designing the whole part, the whole walls and all. You will be adding features and all in this 2D editor, and then like it will be reflected here as when you see in the 3D model, right? So so the palette, this is where you can add features and materials for the building. And the 2D view, you can actually import a floor plan to trace over and insert walls, windows, doors, and stairs in it. And the 3D view, where you can see a preview of your building. It is also where you can assign colors and textures to different parts of the building. Right? You can actually directly assign colors and textures in the 3D view also. So, so this like by clicking on it, you can actually trace in here. So to create walls, you just click on the wall button, and then you just left click on this, right? Left click on this, and then you can trace it like to wherever you want, right? So again, you just left click on it. So this is the wall that has been created. So, but it won't be like a discontinued and all. So like you will be having an extra wall that will be coming around everywhere. So you just click escape button so that like you you get rid of them, right? So so this is the like creation of wall, and then like you can actually see that once you create the wall, there is a snap value of 0.25 meters, right? Once you get 0.75, you get like 1 meter, and then like 1.25 meters. So, so it only increments in the value of 0.25 meters, and it can only turn in the multiples of 15 degree, right? So to overcome that, you just press the shift button and you can actually move everywhere, right? You just press the shift button and move the cursor so that you can move everywhere with any value of this thing. You have 3 decimal accuracy and all that. Okay. So you just click the escape button and then that's it, right? So you can open wall inspector also, where you can specify the start and stop position. So if I have something like this, so I can actually start position. So it will be starting at that, right? So here it is. So it will be starting at that position and ending at that, right? So you can actually specify the length and all. So if you have seen this is the length, change the length to 2.0. It will be like increasing the length and the height and the thickness and all. So this is the thickness and this is the height, and you can change the color and all. So color, texture. So if you apply, so you can get here. right? So this is the basics of inspector. So you can like add windows here, like inside in the wall. So if you see, like there is a window that has been added, and you can add stairs. So there is a staircase, and like open uh, stair inspector, and like change the color, width, texture, and all. So this is the basics of like what do you do in link, what do you do in building editor. So I'm gonna delete all this, and then like another feature is that like you can import a floor plan. So import an existing floor plan to use it as a guide. So you can import it a floor plan. So you select a floor plan. I already have a floor plan, example floor plan. So it's a PNG file. Okay. And once you insert import it, you click on the next, and then you have to set scale, right? So if you have like you don't know the resolution, like pixels per meter and all, you don't know that resolution, then you can just left click on it, and then just go ahead and then like right click on it. But in this here it is like 1 meter originally, but like originally it was like 7.5. So I put that here 7.00. So it becomes a 7 point, and it automatically sets up the resolution, right? So just click OK on it, and then like you get it, right? So you can zoom in and out. So now you can, with this floor plan, you can just add walls now. So you can add walls like this, right? So you can terminate here also. So since it's not like terminating at the point, so I'll be like clicking on the shift button, then click left click, and then here shift, and then click on it, left click, and then again. So this is how you like make this thing, and you just click on escape button, right? So if you want to make a sub room, that is like the hallway, the hall, you just click on it, and then click here, and then like press the escape button, and again click on this, and then yeah. So this is how you like make walls using the floor plan. So you can add now colors and all, but there is, you can see there is a window here. So I'll be adding a window. Uh, Here you can add a windows. You can actually see the distances from both sides of the wall. So here it is, like window, and then like door. You can add door. I need to add on this wall, and then here, and then like here, right? So this way you add doors and all, and then like you can add staircase. Like if you want a staircase in the lounge, you can add a staircase and all. So this is how you add everything. Now it's time for like if you choose open wall inspector, you can actually change the texture and all. Like if I choose tiles, and if I have an orange color, apply. Okay, so like you can change all these colors, right? So there is another feature to it. Like you can just view the floor plan. This is the whole floor plan, and then like view only the features, etc. So this is the floor plan, and this is the features. So I untick the floor plan, so you can only view the features. This helps because like this helps actually, it's to only view the features and like edit the features, right? So you can add another level to this thing. So just click on the plus button and you can add another level. This is level 2. So in level 2, the whole floor plan actually gets copied, all the features, the walls and the staircase and all. But the doors and the walls will not be copied as such. But if you want to delete it, you can also delete it, right? So I'll be zooming out of it. So you can see there is another this thing. So if you want to delete this wall, you can just right click on it, delete it, or something like that, right? So this is all about building editor. So then you just like save it, and then you can just get it in the this. So you just get the model name, save it as building, and then you can just save, right? So I am now exiting the building editor. So this is the bad that has come. So with this, like you can simulate like complex environments, like buildings and all, like all the environment, ground, playground, and like all those things. So this is it with the building editor. Actually, I have already made a building. Right. So this is it, guys. Like if you have any doubt with the building editor, you can like ask, or if you are clear with it, like you can say yes in the chat box. Okay, like I am assuming that like you don't have any doubt. So that is it. Like this is the whole session all about. Do you have any doubt? No. Right. So this is the whole session about. Like so we discussed. So we'll be wrapping up this session. So we discussed about the GUI, where the gazebo simulation is used. We discussed about the GUI, the model editor interface, and like the creating the vehicle, adding a plugin and all, adding the sensor and creating the vehicle, converting the 2D images to 3D images. Like I will be showing you how to like get a 3D image also. Like I'll be deleting this. So we can also insert like 3D. So I'll be opening the model editor. So we can add 3D shapes also. So documents. So import. So there is a duck which like has been made in the .dae file. So like you can just open link inspector and just pull it. Okay. So this is the duck. So which like has been like made into the .dae file and has been imported. So this is how you import like the 3D files also. You make it in like different Collado, SolidWorks, Blender, etc. So and then like you just so if you exit it and then like it comes in here, right? So this is how you like add this thing also 3D models and 3D meshes also. So this was all about gazebo. So if you I'm gonna wrap it up. So if you have guys have any doubt and all, like you can ask, and I'll be giving the attendance to form also now. So I have posted the attendance to form. So I didn't talk about the like linking Ross with gazebo. Actually, the next guy will be talking about it. Oh, does it ask for permission? Just one. I think maybe now you guys can access it. Oh, going back to ROS 1 with gazebo and ROS 2, I can't run gazebo and load models. Oh, right. Actually, the next guy will be talking about like integrating ROS with gazebo and all. So you can just ask him. Like, so there is only one session left, the session 6 that will be taken on Tuesday, next Tuesday. Thank you guys. I have received mostly all the people's attendance. We'll be meeting in next session. Right? The next guy will be taking the next session. So bye.